Right now, Wisconsin lawmakers demand answers from the Department of Workforce Development about a lacking phone system and delays in unemployment benefit payments.
And as large capacity spaces like casinos and malls partially reopen, we're asking what changes are being made to keep guests safe.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. We have team coverage on unemployment in Wisconsin. New data shows a Rock County community has the highest unemployment rate of Wisconsin's 12 metro areas.
Amy Reed is live at the Capitol to show us what happened when lawmakers grilled the Secretary of DWD today. But first, Adam Duxter will break down those numbers for us.
Well, Charlotte, economic leaders in Janesville say it's really three different industries that are driving those economic numbers, which are retail, manufacturing, and healthcare. Now, they also say those numbers are delayed, meaning the county's reopening won't be reflected in the unemployment data until likely June. They say one of the biggest areas they've seen a jump, however, is healthcare, with many non-essential surgeries delayed and workers furloughed.
Because Janesville Beloit has such a strong healthcare industry, with Mercy Health and SSM, and they needing to furlough people, those people apply for unemployment benefits, and that's really been a big piece of that.
Price says one of the city's main concerns is supporting its local businesses, which he says makes up close to 85% of Janesville's businesses overall. And tonight at 10, the city council's plan to provide some support for those small businesses in the immediate future. But now we send it to Amy Reed, who's at the state capitol, where lawmakers question the DWD.
DWD Secretary Caleb Frostman was one of the few people invited to speak to a Senate committee today, and he was likely the person that senators wanted to speak to the most as they tried to understand why some Wisconsinites are still waiting for their benefits.
Never in history have we seen such an immense change so rapidly.
Speakers in front of the Senate Committee on Labor and Regulatory Reform echoed again how unprecedented what we've been through lately is.
Personal stories weigh heavily on me and my staff, and it's difficult as they are to read and to hear. It's important that we do.
Focus of the meeting largely centered around DWD Secretary Caleb Frostman.
I think that's where my frustration is, as I'm seeing bankers' hours being put in on the phones, and we could easily and should be having phones open 24/7.
Republicans questioned why calls aren't accepted 24/7. Frostman and others from DWD explained outdated computer setups require the unemployment office switch to processing and troubleshooting claims outside of call hours. They also said the office required many more people, which they're bringing on, adding hundreds to the lower than normal staff levels before the pandemic. The administrator from the Unemployment Insurance Office said they did the best they could.
Frankly, I think we've done a great job in this period of time. Is it as good as we would like? Certainly not, because there are claimants out there who are suffering.
Didn't anybody think, what if we jump to 10%? Everybody's going to be shut down. People are going to be laid off.
The chairman of the committee questioned why the administration didn't plan before issuing the Safer at Home order. And while Democrats and Republicans argued over whether Republicans were to blame, Frostman encouraged lawmakers to make changes once they can so this doesn't happen again.
But now we've seen the consequences of deferred action. Let's make sure that our system is prepared for the next time Wisconsinites need to access the economic lifeline of unemployment insurance.
Frostman said getting all claims paid is the #1 aim of the unemployment office right now, but he said it could be August or October before they're fully caught up paying claims as quickly as they once did.
Amy and Adam tonight, thank you to both of you. Today, Governor Evers launches a $200 million program to help local governments address urgent COVID-19 recovery needs.
The Route to Recovery grants will provide financial flexibility to local communities because they know what's best, or what they know what they need and how best to address the unique recovery needs of their friends, families, and neighbors.
The Routes to Recovery program is funded by the Federal CARES Act. $10 million will be allocated to Wisconsin's tribal nations, and the remaining funds go to every Wisconsin county, city, village, and town. All governments, regardless of size, are expected to receive at least $5,000. Dane County health officials report our biggest jump in new coronavirus cases since March. Today, 25 more people tested positive in the county. Another person has died. Across Wisconsin, there are more than 650 new cases today and 23 more deaths. The percentage of new cases that have come back positive increased to 5.8% today after dropping for 4 consecutive days.
If you're not a fan of the warmer temperatures, it'll be turning cooler tomorrow. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. Well, before that happens, showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast. Let's take a look at visible cloud tracking and see, while there's been plenty of sunshine this afternoon, we've also seen some scattered showers and thunderstorms pop up. And as we look at Doppler track, there's a cluster of showers and storms moving out of northern Illinois into far southern Wisconsin, south of Beloit. Another little cluster just to the north and east of Madison, and other thunderstorms up toward the La Crosse area. Here in Madison, we've dropped down to 79 degrees, as has Janesville, as those showers and thunderstorms pass by, whereas areas that are seeing more sunshine are still in the low to mid 80s. Dew point temperatures are in the middle to upper 60s, so it still feels like temperatures generally are in the middle 80s. Showers and thunderstorms will be with us off and on for tonight through the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's high of 71 will be in the early afternoon as that cold front comes through. That'll be followed by cooler and less humid weather for the weekend. I'll tell you when summertime weather will return in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Fitchburg police are investigating an incident where shots were fired this afternoon. This is a live look right now at the scene, an apartment complex parking lot on Anton Drive, just off Verona Road, just before 4 o'clock. Several callers reported hearing multiple shots fired. Officers say they've located evidence of those fired shots. Police say so far no injuries have been reported. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fitchburg Police.
An autopsy reveals the 81-year-old man who was killed in his apartment on Friday died of blunt force trauma, not of a gunshot wound as originally thought. Madison police say the alleged killer lived in the same apartment building on Northport Drive. His name has not been released yet. The medical examiner identified the victim as Nang Yi Lee. Police say a drunken 22-year-old caused more than $12,000 in damage inside Tutto Pasta on State Street early Tuesday morning. A witness called 911 when they saw someone throwing furniture from the restaurant onto State Street. The restaurant's owner told officers he had spent weeks during the pandemic working on upgrades. He says along with the overturned furniture, there's damage to drywall, a ruined computer, and pictures ripped from the wall. Police arrested Evan Lundquist for criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and unlawful trespassing.
New at 6, Edgewood College is announcing job cuts, including a number of tenured and tenure-track faculty positions. The college says work to simplify and consolidate the academic structure the college started back in August of 2018. Since that time, the college has offered voluntary separation agreements to a number of staff members in line with changing student demographics and enrollment needs. The college says these additional cuts are required to ensure its long-term financial viability. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is partially reopening today, allowing access to members. At the same time, shopping malls in the city are open as well. Madeline O'Neill live at Westtown Mall with the precautions that large establishments are taking. Maddie?
Well, after reopening yesterday, the parking lot here at Westtown is filling up again. Inside, there are changes to encourage sanitation and discourage gathering. Those are considerations all large establishments have in mind as they welcome back guests as well.
It was a little lonely, so this is great.
For 10 weeks, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison lacked these familiar sights and sounds.
7 a.m. we had folks at the door. We didn't open until 10 a.m. By 9 o'clock, we had them lined up clear across our parking lot.
The return of guests means the introduction of safety measures, like a temperature check upon entering, masks at all time, keeping 6 feet apart, and only running every third slot machine.
Plexiglass at all of our transaction sites. We've got antimicrobial application to high touch points. That's a product that kills the coronavirus.
Executive Manager Daniel Brown says that product applied to slot machines lasts 30 days, but employees are cleaning throughout the day as well. East and Westtown malls are also welcoming change along with visitors.
So we've been planning for our reopening basically since the mall closed.
Mall spokesperson Stacy Keating says that's resulted in changes like hand sanitizer stations and closing areas that encourage gathering, including food court seating and children's play areas.
We're definitely looking forward to welcoming the public back, but again, we also understand there's probably some concern around these large public spaces, which is why we've put these measures into place.
Ho-Chunk is slowing its roll, only allowing Wisconsin Rewards Club members at this time and seeing how the Madison Casino soft opening goes before turning the lights back on at its other locations.
It's really about doing it responsibly. That's really the name of the game.
According to the company that owns both East and Westtown, about a dozen stores in each have already reopened, with more expected in the next several days. Now, they also tell me that stores within the malls have to follow the county guidelines, but can add extra measures like requiring guests to wear masks. For those of you who want to see what stores are open and the modified hours at both the malls, you can check out the mall's websites. We have a link to that on our website as well.
A lot of changes. Maddie O'Neill live at Westtown Mall in the rain there. Maddie, thank you.
City of Madison parking fees and restrictions like 1 or 2 hour parking limits have been suspended throughout the pandemic, but come Monday, June 1st, those will be back in effect. City officials say temporary restaurant pickup zones will still be available, but meter fees will be required Monday through Saturdays again. Time restrictions in non-metered areas will continue to be suspended until at least June 8th. So it's been nearly 3 months since Madison's Henry Vilas Zoo closed due to the COVID-19 concerns to the public, but the zoo and its animals are getting ready to welcome visitors again soon. The zoo hopes to reopen to the public by mid-June and no later than July 1st. The zoo staff has made some big changes to ensure a safe experience for everyone. There's a one-way path through the grounds. Staff will be increasing disinfection of common areas, and all indoor buildings except restrooms will be closed.
Is that we're going to staff it not only with volunteers, but with our education team. Even the keepers will be assisting. So you'll see a presence of more employees around to actually let you know that here's where you need to go next. Here's where you go ahead and get your concessions. Oh, I'm sorry, if you want to sit down at a picnic table, here's a clean picnic table for you. We've already got that clean for you.
During phase 1 of the Forward Dane plan, the zoo will be limiting the number of guests to between 500 to 800. The children's play area, the carousel, and the Tundra buggy will remain closed, but concession areas will be open.
Still ahead at 6, an update on the health of a dog involved in a home explosion in Janesville and a community effort to support a Baraboo High School volunteer who has been diagnosed with cancer for a 5th time. Stay with us.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Save with 0% financing on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
The way you get through hard times is to hold strong to your values. At Group Health Cooperative, our common values have sustained us for over 4 decades. Now is no different. We are here, in our clinics, but we want you to be safer at home. That's why GHC has more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Right now at Wild East Town Honda, sign and drive a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $299. That's $299 with zero down, zero first payment, and zero due at start at Wild East Town Honda in Madison.
2 people were hospitalized in that home explosion in Janesville on Memorial Day night, and so was their dog. Doctors say that dog is expected to make a full recovery. This is Daisy May, a Corgi mix who was inside when that duplex exploded due to the natural gas leak and the spark of a lit cigarette. Dr. Erica Reinman at Janesville Animal Medical Center triaged and stabilized her until she was transferred to Madison Veterinary Specialists for continued monitoring and care. Daisy May suffered several lacerations and significant burns on her front paws. Her treatment has been covered by Dr. Reinman and a charitable fund through the Madison Veterinary Specialists. We have information for how you can donate to that cause at channel3000.com.
A beloved member of the Baraboo School District is dealing with her 5th cancer diagnosis, and the community wants to help. We told you back in November about Grandma Betty. She was beyond retirement age when she took a teaching job at the middle school. After retirement, she missed her students, so she started to spend most weekdays at Baraboo High School, supervising the cafeteria and handing out baked goods. After surviving breast cancer, Grandma Betty was diagnosed with bladder cancer yesterday.
She is everybody's grandma here at the school. Most of the time, people just call her grandma. I don't remember the last time I've called her anything but grandma when I talk to her. So she's truly that one that will care for everybody here at the school. She puts herself last and everybody else in this building, staff, students included, in front of herself. She's probably one of the most selfless persons or people that I've ever met in my life.
If you can and would like to help, there is a GoFundMe page to help Grandma Betty pay for those medical bills, and we have a link to that on channel3000.com.
And coming up in sports is Packer running back Aaron Rodgers' contract year, but he says his mind is not on the money. Sports director Zach Hanley will have an update. And showers and thunderstorms in the forecast tonight. For a bit of a cool-off tomorrow, Gary will have your first warned forecast next.
Engines are restarting, park is shifting to drive. So we're offering 0% financing for 72 months and no payments for 120 days. Plus the freedom to shop and buy online. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram will help you drive forward.
Or now during the Jeep Memorial Day sales event with employee pricing at $5,611 below MSRP on the purchase of a 2020 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will obey the orders of the
President of the United States.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me.
So help me God.
Steinhoffels is the name you've trusted for over 85 years. We are taking all steps to keep you safe and sound. Come shop our large, wide-open showrooms during Steinhoffels Memorial Day sale. Right now, get 40 to 70% off on the largest selection of furniture, plus nothing down 60 months to pay financing. All living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture is on sale. Get amazing deals on all of our mattresses like Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, and Purple. Shop in-store or online today during Steinhoffels Memorial Day sale.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopko Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and to look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopko Optical. You'll see.
News 3 Now, Channel 3000, and Madison Magazine are pleased to partner with Madison Metropolitan School District to give its high school seniors a graduation to remember. Join us for special commencement ceremonies with messages from students and principals, musical performances, and virtual walk across the stage photo tributes to the graduates. Class of 2020, born to make history. June 12th and 13th on News 3 Now and streamed live on Channel 3000.
Well, the weather continues to be warm and humid with temperatures in the 80s and some showers and thunderstorms. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Those thunderstorms will continue tonight through the day tomorrow, although tomorrow won't be as warm thanks to the cloud cover. But as we head toward the latter part of this week, Friday into the weekend, look for a break in the heat and humidity. Skies will turn sunny. Humidity levels will drop. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s with nighttime low temperatures in the upper 40s. So it'll be noticeably cooler and less humid. But warm weather will return by the early part of next week. By Tuesday, temperatures will be back in the 80s, and it looks like we'll be in the middle 80s for much of next week. High-resolution Doppler radar right now showing some heavier showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms over mainly the eastern portion of Dane County and through Rock County. You can see those showers and storms heading almost due north, but there are lots of areas of southern Wisconsin that just aren't seeing rain. So just because it's not raining where you're at doesn't mean that other people aren't getting some heavy downpours. I think we'll see more showers and thunderstorms develop through the overnight hours into tomorrow, so the rain chances will increase. The computer models are showing between about 3/4 of an inch and 1.25 inches of rain generally across southern Wisconsin through tomorrow evening. Some areas could pick up over 2 inches if you get caught underneath a heavier thunderstorm. However, to the north and west, the atmosphere is starting to dry out, and that'll put an end to the rain by tomorrow night. Temperatures right now, upper 70s to the lower 80s. Here in Madison, we've actually dropped 5 degrees in the last hour just because of cloud cover and the showers that are moving on through. But the southerly wind flow continues, so that will continue to pump up moisture from the south and southeast. Some of that moisture might be even pulled in from what was once Tropical Storm Bertha that developed very rapidly just off the Carolina coast and then moved inland during the afternoon hours and has weakened to a depression. But to the west, a stronger cold front back to the north and west has some cooler air behind it. That's what will put an end to the heat and humidity for a few days as we head into the weekend. Temperatures right now, upper 70s and lower 80s across much of the Midwest. Farther to the north and west behind that front, those temperatures drop off into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Dew point temperatures, mid to upper 60s through our part of the Midwest, drop into the 40s and low 50s to the west. That's a big drop in the humidity. So over the next 10 days, temperatures will drop below normal. The average high temperature goes from 72 to 75 over the next 10 days. We'll be in the upper 60s for the weekend, but notice how quickly those temperatures get back into the 80s as we head into the latter part of next week. Tomorrow, humid but not as warm, high of 71 and some off and on showers and thunderstorms. Best chances about midday. On future track, you can see scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight. Low temperatures in the upper 60s. Showers and thunderstorms during the day tomorrow. But notice that wind shift to the north and west. High temperature of 71. Then we clear out tomorrow night and we head into Friday. We'll see plenty of sunshine. High temperatures, though, only in the upper 60s. As we look at the rainfall amounts again, about 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches generally across southern Wisconsin. 7 to 10 day forecast. After the cool weekend, those temperatures warm right back up into the 80s. Be some thunderstorm chances as humidity increases toward the end of next week.
And coming up in sports, no more thinking, just reacting. Why Adrian Amos says that's what the Packer defense will be doing this season. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
This week, you're going to get more at the Brothers Made Memorial Day Super Sale. Get in now with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Right now, improving your home is more convenient at Maine with up to 18-month 0% financing. And we make getting more easy with expert delivery free and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. The Memorial Day Super Sale for more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. It all ends Monday at the Brothers Made, your local store for more since 1938.
We're back.
We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no
can't dine in? Then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, presented by Kesnick's. Food service design, equipment, and supplies.
I guess there is still cleanup to do.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. We've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver. This Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, folks. Thursday morning, Hattie's tracking the potential of a lot of rain ahead of a big cool down this weekend.
And we'll be tracking the latest updates to unemployment numbers and how you can help those who are out of work.
We'll see you starting at 4:30.
I want to win the Super Bowl. We're one game short. I mean, it's not all about me. It's about the team.
Now, that may be true, but this season, it kind of is about Aaron Jones. It's his contract year, and after a huge 2019, Jones will be looking for a nice little pay raise. So you'd think that the Packer running back, who racked up over 1,500 total yards, averaged 4.6 yards per carry, and scored 22 touchdowns last season, would be thinking about the money and a contract. Well, not Jones. He's going into this season the same way he did when he entered the league.
It was my first year, my last year on the deal. I'm going to be just as motivated. It doesn't change just because a contract is on the line for me. I mean, I'm going to continue to work and do everything in my power. And I trust my agency and the Packers to with that, I would love to be a lifelong Packer.
The Packer defense was much improved last year thanks to, in large part, the addition of the Smiths on the D-line. But this season, look for that unit to be even better. For most of the guys, it's year 2 of Mike Pettine's system. So going from year 1, where you're learning a scheme, to year 2, where you already know it, it's a huge difference in how you're able to perform on the field. No more thinking, just reacting.
In the second year of learning something, you're not just trying to get it in and learn a playbook. Now you're trying to perfect the playbook. So, I just feel like as a defense, we should be, clicking a lot faster just off of just knowledge of what we have to do.
And we mentioned it was going to happen yesterday, but for the first time in 2 months, Forward Madison got back out onto the field and started preparing for the USL season. The Flamingos worked out in small groups while following all the safety guidelines. No word yet when or if the season will start, but they're getting ready.
I like all these little stories that are just a little hint of a return to normalcy. And Gary pointed out all those Packer highlights were against the Bears, Gary.
Go figure.
How about a final check of the forecast?
Well, we got a few showers and thunderstorms out there. We'll see them off and on for tonight through tomorrow, but an end of the rain is in sight for the weekend, along with cooler weather.
All right, thanks for joining us. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.